Yeah. One West. Some people live the good life, them and them steak and mummy pot dry. But they tell me I gotta die for happy, for have it. Millions, house and cars and bike. I got the pussy them don't want see we have a 1,000 tall up rifle. I got them want fi see na fi we hand. You nah give we food fi we yam. And when the youth use brilliance, fuck up the road like Gideon. You start call man Fillion. The bad boy, true me say don't rush me a bad fly. And true me no got church, me no baptize. Don't tell me no heaven in a that sky when some people live the good life, them and them steak and mummy pot dry. But they tell me I gotta die fi happy, no joy for the black boy. The ghetto youth them a fuck up the road and tough up the code dust, no go below. See double nine man a shuffle the board and if you no know then you no fi know. Matic in a waist we no go lucky mode. This one West boy get up your load. Who no know when me no no shoes and me no no food and no clothes. We no do the posing, we no export. Just a wait for the right time for we explode. Hustle man a hustle charge you we make do and we can't wait for the next show. Some people live the good life, them and them steak and mummy pot dry. Come and tell me I gotta die fi happy, no joy for the black boy. Millions, house and cars and bike. I got the pussy them don't want see we have a 1,000 tall up rifle. I got them want fi see na fi we hand. You nah give we food fi we yam. And when the youth get original, fuck up the road like Gideon. You start call man criminal. In killer them a search for them heaven on earth. Man a fi a fight with the devil from birth. Poverty a time for your Lego man shirt. Your man a fi stay blessed all when the land curse. All when the land curse. I know the GLE them want see we in a one earth. The bad boy, true me said don't rush me a bad fly. And true me no got church, me no baptize. Don't tell me no heaven in a that sky when some people live the good life, them and them steak and mummy pot dry. But they tell me I gotta die fi happy, no joy for the black boy.
Alright, clap it up. Yeah, man.
Yeah. What's going on?
There, sir. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Rough times. That's all I could say. Rough times for brothers and sisters. Rough time. Because we done see that they invested their entire life with the hope that they would be accepted in this oppressor's kingdom. And now we're getting to see that we are not part of the kingdom. You understand? You know what I mean? Us in the Caribbean thought we were, you know what I mean, they were just going to leave us alone. We were free. You free until they're ready to come get what they need. And that's what we don't understand as a nation. As a nation, we don't understand what freedom is.
Right.
You understand? We don't quite understand it. We don't quite, you know what I mean, we don't, you know what I mean, we don't value what freedom is. We don't value what justice is. You understand? Like justice, you know what I mean, to us is when a black man does something or black woman does something, there's a get back.
But
you know what I mean, when it comes to the oppressor, no, we gotta forgive and forget. You know what I mean? That happened years ago. You know what I mean? Things, you know what I mean, a brother did something years ago. You still not forgetting that once you see him.
God.
You understand? You could be 5-10 years. You see him, it's as if, I mean, what's going on? You want your justice then and there. So when it comes to the oppressor, it's like, well, you know what? You know what I mean? That happened years ago, so we had to move on.
Yeah, forget about slavery. Slavery was so long. God.
Yeah. Salaki, go ahead and get me intro before you, because I jump in right into Salaki Kiadwan.
No sweat, sir. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So again, this is the Breakdown podcast where we break down the strongholds holding back the children of Israel here in the Caribbean, North, Central, and
That's
South
right.
America. I'm here with our host, you know what I mean? Captain of 13,000 from North Carolina, you know what I mean? Captain Nayatak under commanding General Yahana, you know what I mean? And we have Officer for 1,000, you know what I mean? Abadawan just joining us, you know what I mean? Shalom,
That's
sir.
right.
Yabashim Asharakatha,
That's right.
you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And then now we have me now, Officer 500, Kayadwan, you know what I mean? Co-host as well. So everybody,
right.
I'm gonna jump in, tap up the screen, like, share, follow, depending on the platform you're watching on. You know what I mean? We're gonna jump straight into it.
Yeah, man. That's great, you know what I mean? Because, yeah, I mean, we really think, you know what I mean, that the oppressor, I mean, he's going to leave us alone.
Right.
Really think that. And we had to pay attention to why it is, you know what I mean, why it is he is trying to drive a division between us and the Caribbean with the Cubans. If it's not the Cubans, is
Venezuela.
Venezuela.
Got
If it's not Venezuela, is Mexico. If it's not Mexico, is the Negroes in America.
Right.
There's a constant, you know what I mean, there's something, you know what I mean, that they're doing constantly to try and keep us divided as a people. You know what I mean? And it's coming to an end. Come on.
Got. So what we are gonna do now, sir, we're gonna play the tape, you know what I mean? With basically in Trinidad, where two Trinidadian fishermen, you know what I mean, was killed in one of the strikes that Donald Trump ordered, claiming that he's targeting drug boats, you know what I mean, coming from Venezuela. Without further ado, like, share, follow, subscribe.
Yep, you're right. And just for the viewers to understand, these people, brothers and sisters, they are in international waters.
Got.
You understand? They're in international waters. Now, go ahead and play. Go ahead and play the video.
Silak, yes, sir. I thought it was on the screen. Silak.
Chad Joseph's family still isn't convinced that he's dead, and they struggle to mourn his loss at a funeral without a body. They've received no official notification from their government that he has been killed. All they know is that he went out on his boat nearly 2 weeks ago and hasn't been heard from since. What they do have are these images posted on social media by Donald Trump. The U.S. president has accused 26-year-old Joseph and another Trinidadian man he was traveling with of being drug traffickers. Their presumed killing the result of the U.S. presence in the Caribbean Sea after the U.S. moved its warships to the region in what President Trump calls a war on drug traffickers. But Joseph's family insists that he was not involved in the drug trade.
But even if he was, they aren't supposed to kill him. If he was running drugs, then hold him and charge him. But killing him? No way.
Across Trinidad and Tobago, an island nation located just 11 kilometers from Venezuela, fishermen are dealing with the aftermath of the strikes. These waters are their lifeblood, but they've heard the news and seen the videos too.
Because we can't go out in the sea and things because sure.
We are worried. We can't go far off the shore because Trump is just killing people. Look at this money. This is all from selling my fish today. I don't need to traffic drugs.
But the country does lie on an important cocaine smuggling route through the region, and speedboats moving drugs do operate through these waters. As such, the White House is not the first to link these men to drug running. Fishermen here tell us they've long been stigmatized as being part of the drug trade, when in fact they're just trying to make a living. This most recent strike, of course, only reinforces that notion, while also making their day-to-day work that much more difficult now. Someone here just told us that these days they only go far enough to fish so that they can swim back if necessary. The prime minister, meanwhile, has expressed her support for Donald Trump's actions, even urging
Right.
the
And
U.S. to,
what's that,
quote,
right?
kill them all violently.
Right. And you know what I mean, and she is, you know what I mean, an East Indian. You
Yes, I
understand?
need it.
And is, you know what I mean, and is, you know what I mean, basically telling the oppressor that he can come in and do whatever he wants. Like which country that love the people will tell another nation that's so cruel like America to come, you know what I mean, and do whatever they want to their citizens.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean, that is, you know what I mean, that is, I wouldn't say it's unheard of, but I smell money. I smell somebody getting paid well. Somebody been offered a whole ton of wealth to turn the eye on the country. You understand? And then, you know what I mean, it's almost, you know what I mean, like heathens when it comes to money, they will sell, you know what I mean, any and everything out for money. They don't have that integrity when it comes to money. And this is just one of them. Because how in the hell you could tell another country to come and, you know what I mean, unalive people violently without giving them due process? Then, you know what I mean, you have, you know what I mean, you creating a lawless place. You understand? Like when the hell, you know what I mean, if you're transporting drugs, is transporting drugs a death penalty now? That's what you're saying? Then, you know what I mean, when your jail cell full, you know what I mean, of people who sold drugs, you ain't get them the death penalty, because I ain't no death penalty offense. But this is, you know what I mean, there's agenda being pushed, right? And the agenda, everybody could see they're trying to do regime change in Venezuela. You understand? They're trying to go in and now dictate to Venezuela how they're going to sell the oil, who they're going to sell the oil to. You understand? Like, this is straight up regime change. And this is, you know what I mean, America is known for doing this to nations. You understand? They're known for doing this to nations. When,
I'm sorry, sir.
Come on.
We have a question in one of the chats. Somebody asked, when Christ destroys North America, will he also destroy South America?
Okay, that I can't say. You understand? Because, you know what I mean, South America, I think South America has that forest. You know what I mean, I can't say, but it's said in the Bible that he was going to destroy America. That's what I could, you know what I mean, I could tell you. So, you know what I mean, it doesn't say South America going to be destroyed, but America with its oppressors and where he is, you know what I mean, fully from, you know what I mean, it's like America is like ground zero for the oppressor. And from there, you know what I mean, he sends his troops out to go conquer the earth, just like Rome. You understand? So America going to be destroyed, and the Bible doesn't make mention of South America being destroyed. Right?
Continue playing it?
Yeah.
Referring to drug traffickers.
So I think it's early to tell how successful this particular strategy would be. But the main concern is that everyone is entitled to due process. And I just want to emphasize that the penalty for drug trafficking and human trafficking is not death.
For Trinidadian fishermen, the situation is unnerving. From their usually quiet...
Salakia, go ahead, sir.
No, I just said what the woman just said.
Yeah,
it's in the death penalty. I mean, for drug trafficking, there's no death penalty with drug trafficking. None. These men trying to, you know what I mean, live, survive. You understand? I know they have to, you know what I mean, being a fisherman might be the most dangerous job in the Caribbean, you know what I mean, in a few days. if not right now?
Selak, yes, sir. If I may, just as easily as they, you know what I mean, America can bomb them boat, them can easily intercept them, you know what I mean, because clearly them can find them. See? Them
Yes.
can intercept them, you know what I mean, confiscate the drugs, arrest the people, them carry them back to wherever because them have so much, you know what I mean, allies who say them willing to take on prisoners. You know what I mean? Them
Yes.
can get them arrested, which you know what I mean, like what you said, this just you know what I mean, this just proves that them just really want to, you know what I mean, unalive somebody. That them really are
That's
trying.
it.
That them goal.
Yeah. And
So
and what and yes, add to what you're saying too. What they're trying to do is they're trying to instill fear. They're
yeah,
still
kind of
trying to, I mean, it's almost
kind of
like, I mean, like seeing them do it is a remembrance of what they did us in slavery.
kind
I mean, I mean, how they, I mean, they were able to unalive us and nobody be held for it. I mean,
kind
it's almost like he trying to tell you, I mean, yo, I mean, I can do this. I mean, and nothing is going to happen to me. Nothing.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, you said earlier, some money change and some private person on their way to set up oil wells, I mean, in Venezuela. And if America do go in, they can look to hear some weird sometime down the line that all Venezuela gold, if they have any in their vaults, is somewhere in America, probably
Yeah.
New York or somewhere or another state.
Yeah.
Let's hold on to this for you. But you see, those persons from Venezuela who ran to America, they think that they ran to a sin.
Yeah.
But you know, they'll pretty soon see the the viper that they ran to.
Yeah.
Kind
There's a beast you don't. There's a beast you don't. Trust. But these things probably will have to happen for the whole world to see and for them to expose themselves. Because it's not like in the days when it's reporters have to go into a country to find out what is happening now. Now with social media, the very citizens in there on the ground, right there in ground zero, just take pictures and put them online.
Yeah.
And people outside see what is because there is no outside reporter in Gaza reporter, the people from inside.
Yeah.
They're seeing everything. So Venezuela, it's hard to say, but they seem to be next on the radar.
Yeah.
of
And if Mexico to watch yourself, they might be next too. You understand?
Well,
Because
Venezuela
if
have oil. They want that.
yes, Mexico have minerals too. All these countries they want their resources. You understand? Like this oppressor, I mean, what drives him, what wakes him up in the morning is money. And the fact that if he can rob the earth and blame it on somebody else, he will do it, and he is doing it. You know what I mean?
Oh, and by the way,
Come on.
in Jamaica here, there was a news out less than a month now. Some minerals found in Jamaica, gold, copper,
Yeah.
cobalt, in
Oh.
Clarendon, in sustainable quantities. So, things probably go south in Jamaica unless the government, turn this over because, in the region that they say it is, it's a region that it's not that heavily populated, but it was a heavy farming area back in the days when the British was here.
Yeah.
Right here in Clarendon. and they know they did their research and they found heavy deposits, copper, and a lot of minerals. And they said that it is sustainable quantity, which means that a company can come in and sustain mining for years.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, probably things about to get, well, it started already. They start killing the youth again, our young men in the street, lift them up, throw them in. No crime scene investigation, which is
Blatant murder.
a criminal offense.
Yeah.
So they might not, the cops who do it might not get charged for the murder, because if the report say, all right, them shoot after me, fire, and I return fire. That might be true,
Mm-hmm.
which living here in Jamaica, we know that's not true. Because all these stories are not one of these gunmen never get through and shoot the cop. But it is a crime to tamper with the crime scene.
Yeah.
So look, yes, sir, if I may, you know what I mean? You have, I think this is the one you refer to. There's one where everything was almost caught on camera, where the police knock on the youth door, him come answer the door, put him on up in the ear, and you never see him again. Them come in, notice him have cameras, tampered with the camera, you know what I mean? And then them claim that he had a gun and he pull it on them and them kill him.
And say they also say that them run the mother out the house. So if you come for him and come to investigate, everybody who is if he's a wanted man, you know, everybody who is in is present, you know, is at least a suspect, you know, and would be processed.
Yeah.
So clearly they went there to murder him, but what they were not banking on is social media. Now they are plastered on Facebook and things. But you see, it's generally the young cops that they use to do these things, you know, because they're coming out of training school, they're trigger happy. But what these young cops don't know is that over the years, a lot of cops who do these things, they end up losing their job. Even though they fly out, a lot of them out of the country, you know, because they were told to do what they did.
Yeah.
So they might fly them out of the country and give them status in America or somewhere. But that don't mean that their life is going to be better over there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, you know, they're turning our young men into murderers while they are getting rid of our young men. But these are fear, you know. This is how you drive fear in our nation. So, you know, that's why we here now, we have to constantly, you know, give thanks to Commanding General for holding the fort so that we can come after and come drink some of these truth.
Yes, sir.
You know,
man,
stand on the fort, man, and hold things into this dispensation here.
That's right.
You know, those of us who know the story know that things almost go south. The truth probably would have been no more, but the most I didn't want that.
That's right.
I want to save these people. Just look at the things that are happening now. You know, you can see the beast coming up back hungry again.
Yeah. Yeah. You're seeing him rising up because he looked as if he was losing that power, that fear factor. And now he's putting it back on the earth. Putting it back. Play a little bit more of this. Then we will get to them scriptures.
At corner of the Americas, they now find themselves thrust into geopolitics and talk of war. Most just want to get back to fishing without the fear of a U.S. strike hanging over them. Julia Galliano, Al Jazeera, Trinidad and Tobago.
Right? Damn, so they say at least 40 people have been.
Damn.
That is crazy. That is crazy.
So like, that's the beginning of a disaster.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's just them initial things them where them start though. Them not really gone in a Venezuela yet. You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
I think all these were planned before Trump even come into office, though.
Yeah, you're more likely right because they don't. Okay, the only difference between Donald Trump and Biden, right, or I should say the Republicans and the Democrats right now, is that the Democrats they try to
Pretty it
do
up.
it, but not. Yeah, you know
God,
what I mean, they're not. You know what I mean, they're not open with it because
God.
a lot of people don't know too that Barack Obama he deported a lot of Hispanics. He deported a lot of them, but you wouldn't know it because the news not publicizing it, and he's not using it as a you know what I mean as a race card to you know what I mean to make
Yeah,
the
God.
oppressor feel good. Like what Donald Trump used was the fact that America is you know what I mean is racist. You
God.
understand? To the core. You understand? And you had to understand that these so-called oppressors, remember, they grew up hearing stories about what their forefathers did and the respect black people had for them. So now, you know what I mean, you seeing black men in Rolls Royces, you seeing black men, you know what I mean, able to, you know what I mean, so-called walk freely in America, being able to work and make, you know what I mean, that is going to you know what I mean, make them, you know what I mean, jealous like Cain was jealous. You understand? And then Cain jealousy, you know, he killed Abel. And that's them. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's his spirit on on the white man in America right now. You understand? And throughout the whole entire earth. That spirit of we can't talk. We just going to, you know what I mean, kill, bloodshed. You understand? Like if you don't, it's the same thing with Russia and Ukraine. Russia went into Ukraine because Ukraine was about to join NATO.
God.
You understand? So
God. And them,
because, uh-huh,
so like a quick and fall, and them could allow it because it was in them backyard right next door to them.
yeah, it's not that they could not allow it. They didn't want to because they
Yeah,
know each other. You understand
God.
what I'm saying? They know each other because
So,
the America made a deal with Russia back in the day with Gorbachev and them, where once they broke that wall down between East Germany and West Germany, the Cold War ended. It was supposed to stop, and NATO wasn't supposed to come beyond a certain point. But
God.
America keep pushing and putting, you know, I mean, places in like engulfing um, Russia, and Putin tried. If you look this up, you'll see that Putin tried to join NATO, and they turned them down.
God.
You understand? They turned them down, which means, you know what I mean, they want to go and do to Russia what they've been doing to the earth, which is just go steal the resources, go take all the resources. You know what I mean? And when they finish, wipe them out and leave Russia for whoever want to take it over after that. Once they're done
right. So
pillage.
that's good.
Come on.
Right. So Russia joining NATO, that's not good for the military industrial complex.
Yeah.
You have to have a villain.
Yeah.
God.
You have to have a villain in order to make money.
Mm-hmm.
But
You are 100% correct.
Kim Jong Un would be a worse villain than Russia. But they
Mm-hmm.
know that the Russians have more, what's the proper word now? More control than even
Mm-hmm.
them in NATO. They have known
Yeah.
that from the Cold War days,
Hmm.
They have known that from the Cold War days that the Russians have more control over their actions than them.
Mm-hmm.
They are more reckless with their actions more than the Russians. And they do that. Because every time you hear them talk about Putin need to stop the war, so you've never heard them mention that about it's because we are trying to get the NATO, Ukraine to join NATO.
Yeah.
They never mentioned that. So it's as if now, you know, it's mad. It's like the cop who hold you, ring your arm, and when you're resisting that ring of the arm, they tell you stop resisting, as if you know you're trying to fight, which way it's a pain you're reacting to.
Yeah.
Because
yeah,
remember, you know, Ukraine is probably about 60% ethnic Russians. You know?
Yeah.
It's a heavy Russian population in Ukraine. Plus, you hear Putin talk about Nazis in Ukraine. What they were doing, you know, was starting to put the Russians there as second-class citizens. Take away some of the rights. If you know you're ethnically Russian, you don't have rights to certain things.
Yeah.
Putin went in to defend these people, and Putin had told them that you know Ukraine is the red line.
Well,
so they know. They just want to poke the beer.
Yeah.
And make some money.
That too.
Yeah.
Gonna slack, if I may. You know what I mean? The same way like how Russia did try join NATO. Venezuela try, you know what I mean, come to common grounds with America, but them, you know what I mean, them reject it. Which just show you say this is where them want. You know? No way how them just want to go in, regime change like what Cap said, you know what I mean, and take over the place. Them now look French. You know what I mean? Them want that villain like what Officer Abada once said. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's it, because for you all remember Libya? Remember Afghanistan, Iraq? Remember when they went into Afghanistan, how much, what was the number one selling, or what was the farmers farming when America was in Afghanistan? What was they allowed to farm?
Poppy plant.
Yeah. And once they left, the Taliban took it back and told them they ain't selling that. You understand? Right. But now you're coming to say war on drugs. Now all of a sudden Maduro is a kingpin. Nah. And that's the thing with the white man. Come on.
Didn't they even provide funding to those farmers to go and farm the poppy plant?
I don't know if that's the case.
Yeah, the British take over. They said they will supervise them and things. Just took it up.
Yeah, I can't say that for sure, but I know they were the farmers and them.
Pretty poppy fields.
Yeah. Yep. Let's get I think which one? No, give me Ezekiel. You know which one in Ezekiel?
Ezekiel 28, sir.
28.
About traffic.
Is it Isaiah? Where it is where it talks about him being the beast?
I think that you're talking about the mark of the beast?
No. Not this one. The one in wait is boy. Is it in check Ezekiel 28 and 8. Where you at right now? In Ezekiel 28?
La, it not refer to him as a beast. It says they shall bring thee down to the pit.
Check 34. 34 and 8.
Go on.
Let me see. If that's not, then you go ahead and get that one in Ezekiel, and I'll try and look for the other one. I'm trying to find fast.
All right, this says Ezekiel 34 and 8. As I live, said the Lord God, surely because my flock became a prey.
Yeah, that's it.
Got one gun. and my flock became meat to every beast of the field.
Right? He's saying what?
My flock became meat to every beast of the field.
I think you might give it a feedback or something. Yeah, one.
Okay, so let me fix that quick and come back.
Okay. All right, yeah, we're gonna wait until the
fan or something.
Like an echo?
Like a fan, like when a fan blowing over the mic.
Oh, I think it's a computer fan. A leak through the mic. Computer kind of work, you know, still. It's like it prevent you from hear me?
No, it better now.
It better now? All right, go on.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Go on. So look.
I think
yeah, man. Because there was no shepherd, neither did my shepherds search for my flock.
Right? He said we became prey to who?
Salakia. My flock became meat to every beast of the field.
Meat to every beast of the field. Can a prey stop the beast from unaliving it, from killing it? No, it cannot. You understand? It cannot.
Right.
And you've seen it. Which just you know that we are what? We are prey. And the oppressor, he is a beast. And there ain't no reasoning with him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we could sit down and be like, yo, okay, well, we have all this weaponry. We have a submarine. We have warships. They have pirogue. Or we could just block them off. You know what I mean? Search them. Or they have nothing, or go about your business. Not him. We think, I mean, we think we're dealing with somebody that is reasonable. The Lord called these other nation beasts. I mean, and Esau, who is the so-called Caucasian, the white man, he acts like a beast. There's no reasoning with him. There's none. You think he could reason with him? If we could have reasoned with him, or if they could have reasoned with each other, then the earth wouldn't be in turmoil right now.
Right.
It wouldn't be in turmoil right now. But they can't reason. It's in turmoil because of white men. You understand? Because of them. That's why it's in turmoil. Read on.
Gone. Because there was no shepherd, neither did my shepherds search for my flock.
And now your shepherd is supposed to be leading you to the Most High. All your shepherd leading you to put money in that basket and then go back home and be selfish as you can be. Be whoever you want to be at home. Now your shepherd, he is for hire.
Right.
Right? Read on.
Can. But the shepherds fed themselves.
But the what?
But the shepherd fed themselves.
Like what I was saying.
Can.
Shepherd, he only care about putting money in his pocket.
Right.
You think he worried about, you know what I mean? You go ask your shepherd if he think America gonna fall. What he thinks about what's going on right now in the earth. And he cannot even fathom this place falling because he know he's going to lose his money with this place. He's for hire. Read on.
And if I may, sir, you know what I mean, these shepherds that this attack about is talking about our black leaders, you know what I mean, especially the Christian church.
That's
you know
right.
what I mean? Who feed themselves. Just a couple of days ago, the general brought out, this pastor, I don't remember his name, Him name Marvin something.
Marvin's not Sap. I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, Kanawan Khan. Oh, this sister came, you know what I mean, to give him some money. And it basically tell her say that wasn't enough. And that is the spirit of these Christian pastors today. Them feed themselves and them, you know what I mean, them don't care about the plight of God's people. See?
Yep.
But what Christ tell Peter, Peter feed my flock. You know what I mean? And these Christian churches, them do the opposite. They might feed off of the flock and they must sell out the flock. You understand?
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? This scripture basically I show you. So in slack, yeah.
No, you're right. You're correct. They're trying to show you. They're trying to show you who your enemy is.
Right.
Once you understand that these are the nations of beasts, now your sense of trust is going to be put in the right place.
Right.
You understand? But because of the Christian church, your sense of trust is given to all these beasts. That, you know, all these nations the Lord called beasts. You understand? Right? Now go to Ezekiel, I think it's 28.
Can. This is the book of Ezekiel 28. Start at 1.
Yeah.
Can, verse 1. The word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, verse 2, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus.
Salaki, yeah, the one. Just keep on playing the video in the background without the volume.
Yeah,
so this is, you know, you could see, you know, what we're talking about. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Lord will.
Chad Joseph's family still isn't convinced that he's dead.
Go
ahead.
Verse 2. Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, thus saith the Lord God, because thine heart is lifted up.
Right. And just like Tyrus back in those days, Tyrus was a wealthy place.
Right.
It's the same thing like America today. Most of, you know, I mean, this place have, you know, I mean, most millionaires. This place is rich, extremely rich. The richest man on earth lives in America.
Right.
You understand? You know what I mean? People ain't leaving in you know what I mean, in numbers. People are trying to come here. Why? Because it's the richest place on the planet Earth.
Right.
When your country start to go poor, you try to go. You understand? You trying to go to America. You're trying to go there. But ain't nobody trying to come to you. Right? Read on.
Can. And thou hast said, I am God.
And thou hast said, I'm what?
I am God.
Read on.
Can. I sit in the seat of God.
Right? He sits in the seat of God. Like God is the one who what? We know that give life and take life. And nobody can hold God accountable for your grandmom passing away. Nobody can hold the Lord accountable for anyone your loved ones passing away. You can hold the Lord accountable. He give life and he take life. But that's the mentality that the oppressor have. You understand? Come on.
It's in the midst of the sea, you know what I mean? Talking about in these international waters too. You know what I mean? Where basically do as him please. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? It's like, as you're saying, just think a sea, meaning there's a lot of people on this earth, and he's doing it. We're in the midst of them. You understand? Meaning he's not hiding to do what he's doing. It's in the open.
Right.
It's in the open, and now He just going on his media and saying, well, these people are drug dealers with no proof.
God.
You understand? Like, where in the world you could go in front of a judge with no proof and unalive somebody? You're going to jail. You're going to do time. You understand? Read on.
God. Yet thou art a man.
Yet thou art a what?
Yet thou art a man.
The Lord have a way of reminding the oppressor he's a man.
Right.
He have a way of reminding you. We make you fatherless, motherless. He make you bleed. Because all men bleed. You understand? But leave it up to the oppressor, you will think that doesn't happen to him. Because he has his what? His drone, his Tomahawk missile, his Hellfire missile. He have his carrier.
Right.
You understand? You can imagine you fishing out. You're in your little pirogue fishing. And out of nowhere, split of a second, you're gone. You are gone. You remember the family having a funeral with nobody.
God.
That had to be devastating.
God.
You having a funeral for a loved one. Just imagine a loved one walk out the door and never come back home. You never recover them. Meaning what? You forever will be thinking that one day he's going to do what? He's going to walk through that door.
God.
And that type of hope, that type of hope will destroy a man if he doesn't have the right settings, the right type of people to be around. It's going to destroy you.
Basically, them not get no closure. Like, you know what I mean? When you see your family in a casket, you know, say, all right, John Tom is gone. But you don't see nobody. You only know that him went out to see and never came back. You know
I never came back.
Yeah,
nobody, nothing.
God. So like sir, if I may, you know what I mean? I saw Donald Trump in a press conference referring to, you know what I mean, the Venezuelan, you know what I mean, cartels as the worst people on the face of the earth. You know what I mean? And me I tell you, say, it come as a shock to me because you tell me, say, them people are worse than Al Qaeda. Is that what you say? You tell me, say, we Hispanic brothers, them worse than Al Qaeda. You know what I mean? ISIS. You know what I mean? Hamas. All of the enemies, them where you fight in the past. That just goes to show you the hatred where them have for we. It's like, you know what I mean? It's a perpetual slack.
Now, let me go one up on you. You understand? When I say one up, you mean female farming at KR1. You understand? Like, okay, are these brothers on these boats, or these people on the boat, because not all of them might be brothers, right?
Yeah,
on the boat that getting blown up. What are they saying about them?
Them are drug traffickers.
They're drug traffickers.
Yeah,
right? But we know that that's not 100% true.
Yeah,
Why we know it's not true?
Because here you have people saying, no, you have witnesses coming out now saying that these brothers, they were fishermen. You know what I mean? They went out to sea to Slovakia.
No, you're right. And the biggest of them all is there's no evidence. Where's the evidence? There's no evidence. None whatsoever. But yet still, they are drug dealers.
Right.
You understand? And I say that to say they could make someone look like an enemy. They could make you look bad. You understand? They could call, because they are calling them the Al Qaeda. They're calling these brothers who or the people, you understand, who they blow up in these boats. They're calling them the drug Al Qaeda.
Yeah, Karonka.
You understand what I'm saying?
Karonka.
When yeah, I mean, based on him doing this narrative now I have to wonder when the hell they was doing across the Middle East. Now I
Right.
can't believe what they're saying about people because they make up things as they go.
Yeah, Karonka.
You understand? Now you could be defending yourself, but you are going to be called a murderer.
All right, so like
You
you said,
understand? Come on.
didn't they do the same thing during the time of the Reconstruction against the Black Americans, against Judah? And
Yeah.
they are oversexed, violent people. You know, they assault a woman, sexually assault a woman. They did that because they see the wealth that they were taking away from the black folk. You know, it's why it just recently doing some research, some things coming up onto surface. You see these stores where you talk about supply chain and you have 100 odd stores. There was a black owned store in Tulsa, which I think they had gone up to about 80 in their chain, you know, their ownership, you know. Yeah, across black towns. So they realized how rich these black towns were becoming.
Yeah.
Yeah, without them. So, you know, Venezuela now, oil sitting there and you have the largest oil well in the world. Why is it not on stream? So, you know, let's get it back.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Quick and fast, Cap. And this is the same thing that they did to the Caribs when they came here, talking about they were savages, justified them genocide of, you know what I mean, our brothers and sisters, you know. So that
yeah. And little do we know that Chavez, when he came in, he nationalized the oil, I think, industry for his people. You understand? And America don't like that. They didn't like it. They've been trying to get back, you know what I mean, Venezuela to the table where, you know what I mean, they could get the oil, the minerals. They could. And now they know time is short. So whatever they make up on the fly, we will have to go with that. Whatever they make up. You know what I mean? Come on.
If I may. Venezuela probably have a lot of rare earth too.
Yes, they do.
Because they have the oil well. I mean, a little place like Jamaica. In our old community, they can actually call that community abandoned. And they are finding a lot of some wealth, amount of wealth that is in that area in the earth. And guess what? It's a mountainous region. So, you know, it can sustain years of mining for real. It's up in the mountains.
Wow. Yeah, that sound like Haiti. But go ahead, Salaki.
All right. So that big question is who's gonna get all those? I mean, even though you see America in so many debt and you know, the rich in America, the rich whites in America is super rich, you know.
Yes. You know how to tell me?
Greed. It's a greed. We got after destroy, you know.
Yeah.
Greed is what ensnares us all, man.
Boy.
When rather than they see the poor whites coming up, you know, the poor whites, right? They don't want the poor whites to start pointing at them, the rich whites, you know.
Yeah.
Now it's the immigrants why you are poor. Divert them.
You're right. Yeah.
It's the immigrants why you are poor. These are the people why you are poor. They're coming in the country and they're taking away the work that you get. The work that these immigrants are getting. These white people are doing those work. Ain't doing those work.
Yep.
Which in way it was the rich that shift production from the West into China for monetary gain.
Yeah. Called
Imagine
capitalism.
big capitalism. Imagine you can make, there was a handbag video, a Chinese was explaining. It is
Mm-hmm.
authentic leather handbag. It's handcraft.
Mm-hmm.
They do it in China for about 6,000 US. And you know how much I sell it to the rich in the West for? Some 80,000 US.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now,
That's crazy.
me coming up and seeing my people doing business and things, it's a percentage markup you used to use based on the cost of you acquiring that good. You put a percentage markup on it.
Yeah.
And that percent is even less than 30%.
Social media.
So
Yeah.
imagine how much the sweet peas they are making. That's why they have chains of stores. They are already rich and are still coming back for the wealth of the world.
Yep. Yep. You know. Let's continue because brother, I'm telling you, we could sit on here whole night discussing this. You know what I mean? We sit on here a whole night. You know what I mean? Because boy, I feeling it for these families. Because these families, you know what I mean, they're not going to get justice. You know what I mean? And you just had to go along with whatever, you know what I mean, this oppressor say.
Right.
You understand? Or you could come and stand with Commander Juliana. Find them brothers in Trinidad.
That's
you
right.
understand? Find them brothers in Jamaica. Find them brothers on the island. You understand? Find them. And things like this will cease because the Lord is going to stop it. You understand? Right, read on.
Gun. And not God. Though thou set thine heart as the heart of God.
Right, yes, they set the heart as the heart of God. They decide who eats on the earth. They see to pull that money back from Jamaica. I forget, like 5 million. They pull it back. And now, you know what I mean, been doing it to other countries. Because in his heart, he think he's God. He think everybody needs to bow to him. Everybody needs to thank him for his technology. You know what I mean? Everybody. Every nation. Read on.
Gun. Verse 3. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee.
All right, and Ezekiel here is, you know what I mean, blowing his head up big, the king of Tyrus, blowing his head up big, you understand, inflating his ego to make him think he's smarter than Daniel. Ezekiel know he is smarter than Daniel, but like, yeah, you know everything, right? Read on.
Gun. Verse 4. With thy wisdom and with thine understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches, and hast gotten gold and silver into thy treasury.
This is just like America.
Gun.
Just like that. Through the wisdom, through the IMF.
Right.
You understand? They take the chains off of you. And now they came and give you a country. But for you to start this country, you need money. Where are you getting money from? Okay. Well, you know what I mean, lo and behold, we got some for you right here. You're going to make Jamaican dollars, but we're going to match it to this dollar. When this is what? Paper? This is paper. You understand? Read on.
Gun. Verse 5. By thy great wisdom
Mm-hmm.
and by thy traffic, as thou increase thy riches.
All right, by that traffic, meaning trade.
Gun.
How do you think Venezuela fall? How did Venezuela fall? Because there was sanction from trading to other countries that were ally of America. America even stopped buying the oil. You understand? Like, just think you dependent on this person, right? And then one day they say, you know what? I don't need it no more.
Gun.
You're gonna be like, what? You don't need what? Hold up now. Now reality gonna start kicking in. And since 2018, Venezuela and them, they've been suffering dirt poor. Dirt poor. You understand? Off a sanction from America.
Gun.
Read on.
Gun. Verse 6. Therefore, Salakia, finish verse 5. And thine heart is lifted up because of thy riches.
And your heart lifted up. Like, you talk to a oppressor, who's rich. He think he could teach you how to be a what? Entrepreneur. He think he could teach you to be, to be the best you could be.
Gun.
You understand? But one thing rich people don't factor in. You understand? One thing they don't factor in. They could plan, they could plan for wedding. They could plan for a party. They could plan for, when they're going to have kids. Down to that. You understand? They're going to plan when they're going to have kids. Plan when they're going to move into this new house. Make a ton of plan. But there's one thing you don't factor in. And if I ever cease, to amaze me. Right? Read on.
Gun. Verse 6. Therefore, thus saith the Lord God, because thou hast set thine heart as the heart of God. Verse 7. Behold, therefore, I will bring strangers upon thee.
Right? The Lord say he's going to bring strangers upon them.
Gun.
They're going to war. World War III is right around the corner. We in it. Ain't no going back now. We in it. Read on.
Gun. The terrible of the nations, and they shall draw their swords against the beauty of thy wisdom, and they shall defile thy brightness.
Right. Meaning they're going to what? Give you a black eye. Your enemies. They're going to handle you. They're going to manhandle you. Right? Read on.
Gun. Verse 8. They shall bring thee down to the pit, and thou shalt die the death of them that are slain in the midst of the sea.
Yeah, every president tried to do what? Trying for it not to go there. But it's going to have to go there. When I say go there, meaning this war has to go there. Yeah, it has to. Read on.
Gun. Slacky, and it's so ironic it said, they shall, die the death of them that are slain in the midst of the sea. Because, certainly they have slain God's people in the midst of this. Them I do it now.
Yeah.
Venezuelan fishermen and, now Trinidadian brothers, them I get caught up in it as well. And quick and fast, sir. This Prime Minister of Trinidad, she's a heathen.
Yes.
she because you know what I mean, her people are the ruling class of Trinidad, you know, for the most part. She
Yeah.
know that who are gonna really pay the blunt of the consequences who are gonna come with this is really our people, the poor.
Yeah.
You understand? So she now have no
You ain't
compassion
lying.
and sympathy both for, you know what I mean, Asha in a Venezuela and the Benjamites in a Trinidad. Because this are not fair people. She like what you say, some backdoor deal might have be gone. And she willing to
Yeah.
sell them out. You know what I mean? So,
Yes, brother.
you know,
Just follow the trail.
yeah, God.
Follow that us dollars. Just follow it.
God.
You understand? You know what I mean? Read on.
God. Verse 9. Wilt thou yet say before him that slay thee, I am God? But thou shalt be a man and not God in the
Yeah.
hand of him that slay thee.
So this is just going to be for a time, Mr. Oppressor.
Right.
This is just going to be for a time. And then the Lord will come and see you. He's going to repay you for all the crimes that have been committed on the earth, and nobody is there to hold you accountable. You understand? The Lord is going to, just like, remember when King Abel, and they say what? Your brother's blood cried from where? From the ground. Those brothers' blood crying. You understand? And the Lord, he hear the prayers of the saints. Right? Come on, anymore?
Salakia, let me know if you want me to stop there. Verse 9 with it.
Yeah. Then let's go to Revelation. I know we're up on the title. Let's go to Revelation.
God.
Let's go there. You know what I mean? Like, we had to start to take our trust out from this place. Like, don't think you could be in Trinidad or Jamaica and be like, well, I'm not down with Donald Trump. But Donald Trump celebrate Christmas. Do you celebrate Christmas? He celebrate Thanksgiving. Do you celebrate Thanksgiving? He celebrate Valentine's Day. He celebrate everything you celebrated. The only thing you are not agreeing on is policies.
Right.
That's about it. Well, for you not to even be like that, you're going to have to stop being a Christian.
God.
Because Donald Trump, he is a Christian. You understand? On the dollar, it's saying, God, we trust.
Salakia, sir, if I may.
Come on.
You know what I mean? How can you and the Ku Klux Klan serve the same God? You know what I mean? And you have to remember that the Ku Klux Klan was a Christian before you. So, you know what I mean? You can't outdo the Ku Klux Klan when it comes to being a good Christian, and you see how them, you know what I mean? How them carry out them Christian activities. So, are you saying that the same God with the Ku Klux Klan, which is Donald Trump and him racist, you know what I mean? People, are you saying that you're a better Christian than them?
Right.
Or maybe you're serving the wrong God and you need to come back to your God, the nigger God, like a commanding General Yana would have called it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Maybe you need to serve a black God, you know what I mean, and serve a black king, you know what I mean? So that,
yes, you're right. Because what's going to start happening is they're going to go to church, and reality is going to conflict with what they learn in the Christian church.
Yeah,
it's going to conflict, because you're going to go to church and your pastor is going to be telling you, you got to forgive. You're going to have to forgive. You understand?
So like you, sir, that mother, you know, the ceremony, the funeral ceremony there, I can bet you that the pastor told her that she should forgive Donald Trump. You know what I mean?
Boy.
I almost guarantee you that is the argument is not from the pastor. You need justice for your son. Forgive Donald Trump because he know not what he do, and Christ would forgive him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When she lose
Yeah.
her son innocently, you know what I mean? And she want justice. You know what I mean? So
That's right.
so like a
Now
quick and fast again. Basically, the
Uh-huh.
Christian church don't know how to get justice for black Hispanics and Native Indians. You know what I mean?
That's right.
So
That's right. No, you're right. Now let's go to Revelation.
kind of one concert. This is Revelations 18 and 11. And it says, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her.
Right, the merchant, meaning them people who've been trading with America, they are going to, there's a day coming when they're going to mourn for her.
Right.
Read on.
Can. For no man buyeth their merchandise anymore.
Nobody gonna buy the merchandise anymore. Right now, that tariff they put on China, China fits into, you know what I mean, just go cold turkey on them. You understand? Because America is but a fraction, you mean, a small fraction compared to the whole entire earth. Go on.
Can. Verse 12. The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and of pearls and fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet and all thine wood and all manner of vessel of ivory.
Right, all those things come from where the earth.
You know
what I mean? Now you want to conquer the earth so that minerals just keep on pouring in to America. And now you continue going, like America wants to do the same thing. What's his name? Cushite. What Nimrod tried to do.
Yeah,
America is going to trying to do the same thing. America is trying to do what? Bring everybody under that, I mean, unipolar world with them being in charge. They don't want to share power. You understand? Right. They do not. Right? Read on.
So lucky, skip down to verse 15. It says,
yes.
The merchants of these things which were made rich by her shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing.
Yeah, there's going to be a ton of crying taking place. Like for real, you know what I mean? People, we really can't grasp the concept that what's going on in earth right now is so that me and you could be free. And because of Christianity, that Christianity we take, you know what I mean? Take that, you know what I mean? Like it's our life depend on it. When it's making you a sitting duck, it's making you docile.
Right.
It's making you not understand when somebody is trying to do what? To harm you instead of somebody trying to do you good. Like what do they say in the Christian church? They teach you to do what? What do they teach you in the Christian church?
Love everybody.
Love everybody.
Right.
But
only God's children.
Yes. But what is Donald Trump doing? Is Donald Trump loving everybody? Somehow I'm telling you, the reality going to start contradicting what these pastors are saying in the Christian church. It's going to contradict what they're saying. Because they're going to go in and he's going to be like, everything going to be okay. And then when they come out, it's going to be hell to pay. All right. Any more?
Salakia. If you want, verse 16 says, and saying, alas, alas, that great city that was closed.
Alas, at last. This what?
That great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. 17. For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught.
In 1 hour. This place is going to be destroyed.
Right.
And the Bible tell you, don't put your treasure, in this place.
Right.
Christ said it out his own mouth. You want to lay up treasures in heaven. And how you doing that? Heaven is right here on earth. And the Most High want to give you the earth, with Christ being our King.
Right.
All right? You know what I mean? I know. And that was it on that verse there, right?
Last, sir. Let me just run through
Come on.
quick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And every shipmaster and all the company in ships and sailors and as many as trade by the sea stood afar off.
Boy. But you know what I mean? That is justice for them fishermen. You understand? That is going to be justice for them fishermen. You understand? To be out on the boat and watching this place burn to the ground.
Right.
Because the Lord going to destroy it for what it did to his people. You are trying, he's trying to separate the 12 tribes. I mean, they're doing it on purpose to separate the 12 tribes. Who are the blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people. You know what I mean? Anything else? You want to bring out anything else? I know we up on the time.
Last, sir. Not from me, sir.
Not from you? About that one, anything else? Any words, you know what I mean, you want to leave for your brothers and sisters so they know, you know what I mean, time is short.
I would just tell them, don't set your heart on these activities happening in the world. Just come with the truth, follow command in general, He's finding you unto Christ. And
that's right.
The more you look to Christ, is the more is the closer you get to your freedom.
That's right, bro.
Fighting this beast is not with stick and stone or fighting at war.
Yep.
Fight it spiritually.
That's right.
They are doing about the same things that they did us in the past 100 years ago. They're just doing it with more modern equipment.
Yeah. You're lying about that. That's the truth. Yeah. Yeah, man. Brothers and sisters, we're gonna leave you all there. I'm gonna let Cad one take us out. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Just pay attention. You understand? What you should be doing now. You going to church? Go ask your pastors. You know what I mean? This question. Go ask them about the Third World War. You understand? And if he didn't tell you the Third World War is to make sure you free, then I suspect he don't know the Bible. But who's me? You understand? So we don't leave it there for you. I mean, Kian, when you have it.
These fishermen in Venezuela here. Well, not
right, Trinidad.
Oh, that is Trinidad.
Yeah.
I got some big snapper over there. Not these last set of fish. That's some fat snapper. And just want some okra and thing, you know.
Yeah. They may be going way out and dropping our line. You know what I mean?
Because those big fish don't come close. Live in deep waters.
Yep.
Only to lose your life.
Your livelihood, your father, that's it. You're done. Go on. Yeah, Kevin, you have it there now. We're gonna sit on here whole night discussing this. You know what I mean? Because the Bible.
There is the snapper gun.
Yeah.
A nice fat snapper. Man, I said they don't need drugs. They have some fish.
Yeah. Right. Okay, when you go ahead and take us out, man.
With that, you know what I mean? Come to the closing of the show. Everybody remember, like, share, follow, subscribe, depending on the
That's
platform
right.
you're watching on. This is the
Mhm.
Breakdown Podcast, where we break down the strongholds holding back the children of Israel here in the Caribbean, North Central, and
right.
South America. And with that, shalom.
Shalom, warriors.
Shalom. Yeah,
Shalom.
Shake a thumb.
Yeah, yeah. One West. Yeah, easy. I'm sorry. Me need a break. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We work hard in a life, hustle every day and all in a night. Man a hunt for the goal and a dig it in a road and a live no life. I'm sorry. Me need a break, I'm sorry. Right now me I seek time for myself and be a shell down some part there. Be stressed. Me a look for a recess. For me brain me a refresh. This a game me a reset. Move to the girl in a the beach dress. The body a roller, she a the neatest. She nah no man, nah that a the weakness. So me the